Howdy YouTubers, this is JT Bear coming at you again. We're in the backyard here at Clean Valley Farms. Now, I went to harvest a few peppers this morning and I realized that some rodent had beaten me to the punch, so off to YouTube I went to find a better way to deal with that. The most popular solution seems to be a 5-gallon bucket converted to a rodent trap, so that's what we're going to try and do today. I figured I'd bring you along, see how I do, and see what you think of it. I hope you enjoy. I think most of us are familiar with the traditional rat and mouse trap. Hardwire affair. Good way to hurt your fingers. Apparently our rat is familiar with this too. Escaped from it scot-free, taking the bait, leaving the trap pushed off to the side. Clearly that is an unacceptable solution. So we're going to replace this trap using some things found around the house. I've got an old pop can, some airline snips, sturdy tin snips I'm sure will do just fine, broken coat hanger, and a 5-gallon bucket from the grocery store. The only power tool that's going to be needed for this is a common household drill. Let's get started. Oh, we're going to need to cut our coat hanger along the bottom piece so that it's long enough to go all the way through the bucket and have a little bit of room to bend down at the sides. So I'm just going to cut that right on the corners. Next we're going to need to put some holes through our 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to go just above the handle points so I know exactly where the halfway is. After that, I'm going to need to put a couple of holes into our pop can, as close to the center as possible. Shove the tab in there. And that's that. Next thing we need to do is slide the coat hanger through the holes we've put into the pop can. Double check, make sure it spins fairly well. That's good enough for me. And then we'll grab our bucket. Now this needs to go through the holes we've put into the bucket earlier. And that's a nice fit. Let's check the spin. Again, I'm going to say that works well enough. I need to prevent the coat hanger from moving in and out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend it over on the outside of the bucket. And now that coat hanger isn't going anywhere. People seem to say peanut butter is the best way to go with this, so that's what I'm putting on here. I'm a sucker for peanut butter, so it would probably work for me. Still spins nice and freely. So over here we have the wood he seems to like to hide in. A compost project he has clearly walked all over, and his little gangplank to the peanut butter in the trap. I just put the extra in the bottom there, hoping that that would be enough enticement for him to, go all the way in. I'll check this tomorrow and get a clip, let you know if I caught anything with it. Well, here it is on day 2, and I can clearly see that there is no rodent in the bottom of the bucket there. But one thing I find quite interesting is that the peanut butter has all either been licked off, or maybe the heat slid it down to the bottom there. But at this point, I'm going to have to call this trap a bust. I'm going to leave this set up and hopefully it'll catch something. I'm also going to try building another variation using a whiskey bottle instead of the pop can, just because it amuses me. Odds are pretty good. I'll make a clip of that for you. You can check it out. Let me know what you think. Well, day 3, and there's one rodent dealt with.